So, my first reaction to seeing this article on the RDF website was, I wonder if Integral Math has seen this yet, because he could talk about this for like 2 weeks on all the different subplots that spin from this. Basically, this is a joint statement by Ophelia Benson and Richard Dawkins. Ophelia Benson, most notable to most people I know as being one of the founders of Atheism Plus, and a member of the, I'll say, feminist movement that doesn't get a lot of traction on YouTube. The feminism within atheism movement. And when I see this, I immediately recognize the subplot of a little while ago, Richard Dawkins wrote this Dear Muslima letter, and I imagine all of the talk about that, incessantly bringing it back up over and over again, on the part of many feminists within atheism, has gotten Richard Dawkins to write this joint statement or put it out on the website. And it seems like they got him to bend. He's taken a step back from his previous strong position of just putting things out and not having to deal with people who have their own interests that they want to put forth by saying, you talk about atheism, but are you talking about the social justice values that I care about? And if they keep on talking and keep on talking, I guess you can get Richard Dawkins to bend. Yeah. One thing stood out to me about this. I know other people are going to have other opinions about this, but one thing stood out to me, and it's the line, it should go without saying, but this means no death threats, no rape threats, attacks on people's appearance, age, race, sex, size, haircut, no photoshopping people into demeaning images, and no vulgar epithets. So that's what they're calling for, a truce on both sides of the coin here, right? So yeah, the rape threats thing seems like it came right from the feminist camp, like people talking, hey, I will rape you. They fed the trolls, and the trolls keep saying it. Don't feed the trolls, because once they find out what pisses you off, they're going to keep saying it. And no photoshopping people into demeaning images. I was like, I wonder what would happen if I put Ophelia Benson into Google and then clicked on images. And what I found was a lot of the images seem to have been pushed up by a lot of backlinks by other people, seemingly in order to try to clean up her image. I spent a while looking at that and why the photos were ranked where they were, but a lot of them were actually from her detractors photoshopping her using the same system. It seems like maybe in 10 years she'll be able to push all of them down with all of her backlinks on different websites. But the first bad one that I see, epistemic relativism. I like using words that are longer than my name. Yeah, I can see where somebody's trying to insult her, but if people are saying that you're using big words and that's their biggest criticism of you, and that's like the number one picture that pops up, you could take it as a compliment as well, like maybe they're just stupid. Of course, the folder that it's from on slimepit.com, which I know is basically the anti-atheism plus website, the folder is Ophelia Benson is a complete fuckwit. So I imagine if I were to continue on with the related images from that, I would find a lot of hatred towards her because it comes from the website that's dedicated to not liking anything that Atheism Plus says. This one says, it's true with Depend, you can't really tell if you farted or shit yourself. And I imagine that's the reason why age is in that line from the joint statement. You know, they're making fun of her age. Then some pictures that she put up. Then there's this one. My brain is harassing me. I wish someone would Photoshop me into that one and be like, my brain is doubting my abilities on the internet. My brain is doubting my e-fame. You know, it would be funny. I could take this one in stride. Of course, it does come from the folder. Ophelia Benson is a complete fuckwit, so I can imagine why she would still, you know, only see the negative aspect of that joke. And this variant of it, yeah, that's... I don't know who that is looking at her, but it kind of makes the brain part look like the testicacle part. And, yeah, I wouldn't like that variant. Then there's some of her friends that are showing up. Like, people are tagging with all of the Atheism Plus, feminism within atheism, big names on all the photos. So there's some of these that are coming up that aren't even her. That's Rebecca Watson, and that's Greta Christina, and I don't know who this happy guy in the middle of this menage a trois is. But it's about, I guess it's from Sex and Stuff in a talk. So yeah, he looks happy. This is Greta Christina. Imelda Marcos understood shoes. And I don't understand the context of that, but it sounds like Hitler had the trains running on time. You know, it sounds like something like that. The boycott of TAM 2012 by Greta Christina and Ophelia Benson. Okay. So it's kind of related to her. Stephanie Zvon, also in the same cadre of feminists. She is one fucking effective bitch. I don't know where the quote comes from. Maybe it's her own quote. But if it is, I don't see... I don't see how it would be bad if somebody just took her own quote. And it's self-empowering that she said that about herself. It doesn't look like it's a ironic picture. Like, if she's doing something lazy or sleeping or something, she's posing for a photo, looking kind of smart, I guess, dignified. Now, this one is what got me to search for the backlinks. Ophelia, stop copy-pasting content from other bloggers. It's really lazy. Also, stop hot-linking images. It's just plain wrong. Count yourself lucky I didn't do anything worse than this. And I imagine this might have been the top... photo for a while, you know, and then all of these after it are trying to push it down or are trying to keep up with her trying to push that one down. And I would say I've never seen her copy pasting content, but I've seen a lot of bloggers who will add their own little one-liner about an entire page-long bit of information from somebody else's blog and then copy-paste that. But they do quote it and put it with the proper attribution. It's just adding one line of your own saying, this is completely retarded. Hey, everyone, look at this. And then putting it on your own blog. It is lazy, and it does seem like getting around having content of your own. This one's about PZ Myers, also part of that super group of online feminists. You know, and don't see what's particularly offensive about that one. And that's part of my problem with saying that photoshopping people is wrong, is that that's part of speech, you know, and parody and cartooning. It's something that has a long, rich history, and I think people shouldn't just throw out the baby with the bathwater there. There's good ways to do it and bad ways, and I would say making a penis head in a nutsack, unless she did something that would warrant that specific image, I would say that's completely out of place. This one right here, beef stock, chicken stock, laughing stock. You know, I get the joke. That's Peter Haig. Greg Layden, the world's smartest person without a Wikipedia entry. Photo courtesy of Mensa. That's pretty funny, you know? And it looks like it comes from Ophelia Benson. Oh, okay, so she's the one making the photos about other people now. Okay, because it's right from her blog called Gray Lining. Is that about her age? Okay, whatever. She's making fun of her own age with the name of her blog. Okay. Skepchick. That's okay. Your tears say more than real evidence ever could. Now, to me, that's a joke, but it's commentary that there should be more evidence on whatever Skepchick is saying instead of emotional outpouring. And, you know, it's still undermined by the fact that it's in the folder from Ophelia Benson as a complete fuckwit, but this photo right here, I don't have a problem with, you know? And if you are so thin-skinned that you can't take criticism if it comes in the form of a photo, then, you know, this right here, of course it bears their brand, the Atheism Plus, but perhaps this is just social commentary on, well, why do they always go to the argument, you're not helping, you know, in order to drum up support and to criticize others, you know. They can say the same thing all the time. You're not helping. You know, this is the issue. Help or you're wrong, you know. And if you hear that enough, you're going to make, you know, jokes about it. This is a joke. So, oh, this one I like a lot. This is Sancta Ophelia, and it really looks like that's a flying coochie pop right above her Boy Scout hand signal there. Isn't that the scout symbol with the fingers? I think. That's not religious, is it? I don't know. But yeah, that's flying coochie pop right there, and that's funny. Apparently, that's saying that she is. I would say this commentary is saying that she is effectively worshipped by people in her circles. Maybe, you know, maybe she can do no wrong to them, and the person who made this cartoon is saying maybe she should be criticized more or looked at more closely by those around her, because she's not a saint, and that's why they put her in this role. You know, is it offensive? Not really to me. No. So yeah, I think that we should keep making images like this if it gets a point across. If it's not just vulgarity for the sake of shocking the fuck out of them, I really wouldn't want just seeing her face plastered over a whole bunch of sex scenes and saying, I will rape you all over the internet because I'm a troll, blah, 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 blah. No. But when it says something, of substance, it's not harassment. It's speech. So, yeah, that's what I think about the joint statement by Ophelia Benson and Richard Dawkins.